It's your boy here. It's Austin FFA or Taby back in with another story time. Now, the story time is the time that we prank this kid. So, start off the story time. Story time takes place in around 6th grade, right? And 6th grade was about the time that, I did a lot of weird stuff. Like, whether it was weird, whether it was pranks, anything. So, as we're, my friend, so, start of the day, I wake up, eat breakfast. Well, I didn't eat breakfast this day. I wake up, put my clothes on, brush my teeth, get on the bus, go to school, get to school, sit down, or go to my locker, and all of a sudden my friend comes up to me. Let's just call this kid Josh. Now, Josh walks up to me, and he's like, "Yo, Austin, look at this video." And he shows me, like, this ear-rapey porn video. And I'm like, "Why are you showing me this?" And he pulls out a speaker. And I'm like, "Dude, what are you going to do with that? Don't put that in my locker." So he proceeds to say, "Wait." So I'm like, "All right." So and keep in mind, I don't know what this kid's going to do. So as we're sitting there, sorry, I'm tired. I stayed up since 4 o'clock this morning. So, like, I kid you not, he goes up to this other kid. Let's call this kid Alex. Now, Alex was not that bright of a kid. He was just, he wasn't a bright kid. He did a lot of bad stuff. So, yeah. So, basically, he decided to get up and go over to this kid's locker. And when he went over to the locker, he basically walked over to the locker, and, like, this other kid, his name's Alex, and he walks up to him, or at least his locker, and he puts the speaker in his locker. And the way their lockers are is they're very run down. So you can basically just pull up on the little lever thing and kick it a bunch, then it opens right up. Like, it's not that good of a, it's not that good. So we're standing there just letting him connect to this Bluetooth speaker. So he connects to it, he closes the locker, and he goes and sits in the bathroom. And he starts playing it, and in the bathroom, I can still hear this just ear-rapey, just distorted moaning noises coming from the hallway. Of course, one teacher opens their door, and they're like, "Who is that? Whose locker is that?" And of course, Alex comes running out of the lunchroom, and he's like, "That's my locker. My bad." And she's like, "What's happening in your locker?" So he opens his locker, and sure enough, we see the Bluetooth speaker, and he picks it up, and he's like, "Who did this?" And he didn't say, like, he's like, "Who did this?" And we were all just, like, shocked. We were like, did the principal really see that? And, of course, after that happened, he got sent to the principal's office, just with the moaning noises in his bag. And, yeah, the story doesn't stop there. So he gets to the principal's office, and somehow he told them that I was, part of it, which I'm not going to sit there and lie, I kind of was. So, all of a sudden, I'm just sitting in class, right, and I hear, "Austin, to the main office, please." And I was like, "Oh, fuck," like, yeah, I'm fucked. Now I really know I'm fucked. So I walk up to the principal's office. In my head, I'm like, "Yep, I'm about to probably get some ISS, some detention, some school lunch, detention, some more shit." So I sit down, and I'm like, "What's up?" And they're like, "Hey, Alex said that you put a speaker in their bag and you played inappropriate noises that should not be played at school." And I was like, "Look, this wasn't me. Like, I didn't put that there." And she's like, "Well, then who did it?" And in my head, I was like, I really want to go and tell on this kid, but I wasn't gonna, do that. Like, I wasn't about that life. I wasn't about snitching. And so, this kid, they find out some way or another because they asked, "Is it your friend?" And I didn't say anything. I didn't say yes. I didn't say no. So, you know, they decide to call him up, and of course, he just admits it. He's like, "Yeah, that was me. I thought it was funny." So, so basically, in a nutshell, they suspended him for 3 days ISS, 1 day out of school. I got 1 day ISS because I was associated with it. And yeah. So basically, yeah, that was story time. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. Leave your story times in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. See you guys all later.